ByteDance has just released its latest image generation model, Seedream 5.0, and it's already attracting a lot of attention. But can it compete with GPT Image 2, which has become one of the go-to models for commercial image generation? To find out, I tested both models across a series of real commercial design tasks. Rather than focusing only on image quality, we'll evaluate prompt following, typography, layout design, product fidelity, scene realism, and overall commercial usability. Now, let's see which model comes out on top. If there's one thing that's haunted AI image models since day one, it's text generation. Gibberish letters, melted words, logos that look like alien language. So round one is simple and brutal. Give it a full ad poster brief with real copy, real feature callouts, real branding for 3 totally different products and see who survives. For this round, we'll use the text-to-image feature. Simply choose the model, enter your prompt, set the parameters, and click Generate. If you'd like to try these tests yourself, all the prompts used in this video will be displayed on screen for you. Okay, so look at the lawnmower one first. GPT Image 2 did a good job here. It generated almost exactly what I asked for, with no garbled letters or melted text. The overall layout looks clean and polished, making it suitable for an advertising poster. Seedream 5.0 also captured the overall idea correctly. There are no garbled letters or melted text either. However, compared to GPT Image 2, the overall composition and layout don't look quite as polished or visually appealing. When it comes to the coffee machine poster, GPT Image 2 once again delivers a more polished result. The layout and color palette perfectly match the characteristics of a coffee product, making the poster look clean, premium, and visually pleasing. Seedream 5.0 generates a decent poster as well, but both the typography and the color scheme fall a bit short in comparison. So in this round, GPT Image 2 follows the prompt more closely and takes the win again. For the Underdesk walking pad, GPT Image 2 delivers a much stronger overall design. The layout, typography, font size, color choices, and the placement of visual elements all feel more polished and professionally designed. Another noticeable difference is that GPT Image 2 seems to have a much better understanding of what an Underdesk walking pad actually looks like, while Seedream 5.0 appears to struggle with the product's design and proportions. Overall, GPT Image 2 follows the prompt much more closely and clearly outperforms Seedream 5.0 when it comes to generating advertising posters from text prompts. Next, let's see how these two models handle close-up product shots. For this test, we'll use the image-to-image module with a lawnmower product photo as the reference image. For the red control button, both GPT Image 2 and Seedream 5.0 successfully generated the requested close-up. However, GPT Image 2 made very few changes to the original lawnmower, although it did alter the text printed on the red button. Seedream 5.0, on the other hand, scaled and modified other parts of the product, changing its original structure. Moving on to the front sensor, GPT Image 2 performs noticeably better. It preserves the overall product design much more accurately, while Seedream 5.0 again introduces structural changes to the lawnmower. The same trend continues with the wheel close-up. GPT Image 2 maintains the original product geometry much better, whereas Seedream 5.0 once again alters the product structure instead of simply generating the requested detail. Overall, GPT Image 2 does a better job of preserving the original product while generating accurate close-up shots, making it the stronger model in this comparison. Now let's compare their background generation capabilities. In the first test, we replaced the background with a sunlit suburban backyard. Both models generated a lawnmower that was almost identical to the original image. GPT Image 2 tends to produce a warmer color tone, while Seedream 5.0 leans toward cooler colors. In terms of realism, Seedream 5.0 generates more natural-looking grass. In the second test, we switched to a before and after mowing scene. The results are very similar to the first comparison. Both models successfully generate the requested environment. In the third test, we used a minimalist white studio background for an e-commerce product shot. Here, GPT Image 2 delivers a cleaner, more premium-looking result that's better suited for commercial product promotion. Overall, both models have their own strengths. Seedream 5.0 stands out in creating realistic outdoor scenes with cooler tones, while GPT Image 2 produces cleaner, more polished images for commercial and e-commerce use. Next, let's compare how these two models generate different usage scenarios for the lawnmower. First, the residential backyard scene. The results are quite close, and each model has its own strengths. GPT Image 2 produces a more natural image that feels closer to a professional commercial photo shoot. However, the lawnmower appears relatively small in the frame, which means some product details are less visible if the image is used as an e-commerce hero image. Seedream 5.0, on the other hand, makes the lawnmower larger and more prominent, improving product visibility. That said, the scale between the product and the surrounding environment feels slightly unnatural, making the image look more like a traditional composited product advertisement. Overall, GPT Image 2 has the advantage in realism, while Seedream 5.0 does a better job of highlighting the product itself. Next is the professional landscaping scenario. GPT Image 2 creates lighting with a stronger commercial advertising feel. The interaction between the worker and the lawnmower is more natural, and the overall scene tells a more compelling visual story. Seedream 5.0 generates more realistic-looking grass and creates a stronger sense of autonomous operation. Overall, GPT Image 2 feels more like a polished advertisement, while Seedream 5.0 delivers a more realistic working scene. I'd call this one a tie. Finally, let's look at the steep hillside scenario. GPT Image 2 still shows a slight AI-generated look in the grass, and the contact between the bottom of the lawnmower and the ground isn't perfectly natural. Seedream 5.0 produces more layered and dynamic lighting, and the lawnmower stands out well in the composition. The contact shadow and the interaction between the tires and the ground also look more convincing, although the product occupies a slightly larger portion of the frame than it probably should. Overall, the gap between the two models isn't very large in this round. Both perform well, but I'd give a slight edge to Seedream 5.0 for its stronger scene realism and product presentation. Next, let's compare their ability to generate a complete e-commerce product detail page. Overall, both GPT Image 2 and Seedream 5.0 successfully follow the prompt and generate layouts that match the requested design. However, GPT Image 2 includes many more realistic UI details, such as the navigation bar, search box, account icon, shopping cart, and other common e-commerce elements. Its overall layout, typography, and visual hierarchy also feel more polished and professionally designed. In the us versus traditional gas mowers comparison section, Seedream 5.0 struggles with text rendering. Some of the text is incomplete, and the side-by-side comparison isn't presented clearly, making the section less effective. GPT Image 2, on the other hand, presents the comparison much more clearly and delivers a more complete, commercial-quality product detail page. Overall, GPT Image 2 performs noticeably better in this test. Finally, we asked both GPT Image 2 and Seedream 5.0 to generate a storyboard for a 30-second lawnmower commercial. Both models successfully followed the prompt and produced complete storyboard layouts. However, GPT Image 2 once again stands out with a much richer level of detail. It automatically generated a title for the storyboard, added text annotations to every scene, and even included the lawnmower's model name on the smartphone screen in the third shot, which was a pleasant surprise. Seedream 5.0 also produced a solid result, but the side view of the lawnmower shows some noticeable proportion distortions, making the product look less accurate. Overall, GPT Image 2 delivers a more polished and complete storyboard, making it the stronger performer in this test. So, after testing all these scenarios, what's the final takeaway? GPT Image 2 performs better overall, with stronger typography, cleaner layouts, richer details, and better understanding of commercial design. It's the better choice for marketing materials, product promotions, and professional visuals. Seedream 5.0, however, stands out in scene generation. It creates realistic outdoor environments with a cooler visual style and sometimes makes products feel more naturally integrated into the scene. So there's no absolute winner. GPT Image 2 wins more categories thanks to its better prompt following and text rendering, while Seedream 5.0 remains a strong option for realistic scene creation. That's it for today's comparison. Let me know in the comments which model you prefer, and if there are any other models you'd like me to compare next. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.